Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and I apologize in advance for any noise or background engines that you hear because I am in the process of driving, but I am using my headset, so I'm being safe. With that being said, guys, if you are here, then you must be going through a spiritual awakening, or you're questioning if you are. And if you are, then there's a good chance that you're very lonely right now. Listen, guys, we all have our different theories or definitions about what spiritual awakening is. So I personally do not believe that there's any right or wrong answer. That is why it is called our personal walk, our personal journey to our destination. So one thing that I may retrieve from a sign, you may get something completely different, and that's okay. But I do know there's a good chance that you're probably lonely because basically a spiritual awakening is like literally like you're almost leaving your old life behind. You know what I mean? You're going to a new type of awakening energy from a spiritual standpoint, and it's a beautiful, beautiful journey. But it can be confusing if you really just truly don't know what the hell is going on, because it's like you will start to lose all kind of friends. Like nothing would make sense. Like even some of your best friends. Like it seems as if you just don't vibe on the same level anymore, and it kind of, and not to say that you're better than them, because you're not. You know, you were friends obviously at one point. It's just that you're on a higher frequency right now, and you have bigger dreams and bigger goals where they may still be stagnant, and that's okay. I mean, they just haven't arrived to their awakening yet, and they will at some point. So you got to still be respectful and not basically tell your friends like, you know what, you're real ignorant right now. Like no you can't do that. But even like some of the old things that you used to do, and that could be from whatever. I mean, clubbing, partying, you know, maybe sitting down getting high all day, whatever it is that you do. No knock, no diss, whatever it is, you just don't even have interest in those things anymore. Like your life is so upon goals right now. If you're at your awakening, you're just so goal oriented. Like you don't want anything to interrupt the peace that you have, that drive that you have. You're very protective of your own energy and your own space right now. Protect your peace. Truth be told, that's how we should have always been. But again, you know, we're young in the past, we're ignorant, so we're doing, you know, just the regular everyday life things. You know, we're partying, we're in relationships that we're not supposed to be in. So our spirit is tainted and filled with toxins. So that's why we couldn't even get half of the messages that we're getting now. You know, everything is so much clearer now. The next step, the next move, how everything's so aligned. Like you're meeting people, like you're not even looking. They're just dropping into your laps. And that's because you are free of toxins, mind, body, and soul. So you can hear better. You can hear the voice of the spirit. So like I said, things are just different. And I personally believe that your awakening is the journey to, well, life is a journey, but I believe the awakening means that you're closer to the destination. Like you're closer than you've ever been. So I believe it's like God cleaning you up, getting you prepared, because you're going to, like, in your awakening, like you're going to change. I'm going to tell you that now. Like a lot of things that you maybe like, let's say for example, you're someone who does not have a lot of patience. Well, I'm raising my hand right now. You don't have patience. Like you're going to be tested more than ever. And what happens is in your awakening, you can no longer like sweep things under the rug. You're going to be forced to face and conquer these things. Because what's happening, you're on your way to the destination, which means your forever blessings. So in order for them to last forever, then there's a lot of things you're going to have to clean up. You can't keep spazzing out like you used to. You can't keep having the same old habits like you used to. Like you got to pretty much get rid of, I wouldn't say 100% of things, but I mean, close. A lot of things are going to have to change for the better. For the better. So you're going to be forced to look in the mirror, fix some things. It will not happen overnight. It will be a process, but that's okay. You got to get determined. If that means you have to go seek counseling from childhood trauma, if that means you're going to have to face certain demons that you are suppressing with alcohol and drugs, like you're going to have to face and conquer these demons head on, because you can no longer suppress them. Your energy and your spirit have to be completely pure. You're going to protect your energy. Like, nobody can even call you with nonsense like they used to, calling you with that drama and that negativity. Like, you're going to be so shut off from it. Like, you're not even going to want to answer your phone. Like I said, you're probably so lonely right now because, again, nothing in your old world makes sense. You know you're going somewhere, you just haven't arrived there yet, but you can see it, you can feel it. And I'm not even like one of those people, numerology, numbers or whatever. Like, that's not my thing at all. But let me tell you, number 22 have been chasing me for a long time. Forever, it seems. However, I'm more in tune with it now because I'm more clear. My energy is more clear. And when I tell you, I don't care if it's on the clock, if it's on my iPad, if it's on a receipt, 22 is everywhere. And 22 is a master number. And I believe there are some other master numbers. I think 33. Anything that's, I believe in synchrony, just like patterns. But for me, mine is 22. And I mean, I see it forever. My grandmother, I just recently, wanted to hear from the spirit to realize, like, okay, what does my 22 mean? Because just because a certain number means something for me, may not mean it for you. Somebody else who see 22 may get something completely different. But for me, I called my mom. I was like, wait a minute, I think my grandmother passed away on the 22nd of January. And all this time I was getting 22. So I believe she's my guardian angel. And 22 is a master number, meaning you're powerful. Your energy is powerful. So anything that you visualize, you can manifest it. But again, you have to put the work in. You got to clean yourself up. You got to get determined. You got to set goals. The main thing for me that was hard was discipline and structure, because I didn't come from a background or a childhood of discipline and structure. We were just kind of all over the place, if I'm going to be honest. But I do know that discipline and structure is needed. And so I've been, oh my God, it's been so, like, a lot of things have been hard, but the discipline for me was hard. That means working out. I have a personal trainer who does not cut me any slack. Just not even having my glass of wine until one day on the weekend versus having a glass of wine to wind down every night. Now it's like, so a lot of things now, my eating habits, things are disciplined. And when I tell you, when you start the art of discipline, I think I passed my... When you start the art of discipline, it will start to transfer to different areas in your life. So let's just say you get disciplined in your eating, right? You will then start to realize that you're disciplined in your finances. So it all happens to like mesh together. So it's a great thing. But again, I just want to encourage you guys, if you happen to be going through a spiritual awakening right now, it seems like you're just on a different planet. It kind of like you're on Mars, because like everybody around you like gets on your nerve because they're not thinking high enough, or they're not setting goals for themselves, or it seems like all the talk is gibberish. It's like you don't even want to be a part of it. It's like, man, listen, put me around some people who want to talk about some goals and talking about achieving some things and how life is being beautiful, and I don't want anything toxic around me, including your energy. It's crazy, but it's life. A beautiful thing, right? Well, you guys, I hope you continue to grow on your journey. I hope you continue to protect your peace. If that means cutting off some people, including family. Sometimes family be the worst. I hope that you continue to set goals for yourself, and that you continue to walk on the will and journey that God has for you, because that's where your peace is going to lie, when you're aligned with the will of God versus trying to do it on your own. It's a peaceful journey, not all stressed and chaotic and crazy when we're doing it on our own. So I just hope you manifest every vision that God has placed into your heart. and that you do not get tired and give up on the steps. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on your dreams, because the best is yet to come. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.